EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Alberta, Canada and Banff Springs Golf Course, live second-round coverage of the Alberta Open. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Keegan Bradley is on top. He's currently at 8 under. Time to head out to the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 12th.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
102 yards to the front, 108 to the hole. Pin just on the front edge.
Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That luck did the whole way. So a tough hole. Well, it's in for bogey at 12. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225 yard, 13. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but the hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to stick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first 2/3 of the green.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And that's going to be good enough to keep him just inside the cut line here in round 2. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
That will do just fine. From the fairway, Notah, this is second.
106 to the hole, pin in the right front.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Now the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he'll stay at -3. Well, now the par 4s begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help go a little further. It does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
This one starting up that left side.
That's certainly a good break. If that ball had stayed in the thick rough, it might have had a chip out. Instead, that first cut, so many more options available now.
Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Oh, yeah, why not? From downtown, that in for a birdie here at 15. And that could be an important one as he'll move a couple shots clear of the cut line. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, 122 left to the flag. Wind into the face, so you'll definitely need to account for that.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain at 4 under. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarcee, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So after the big drive, this a short approach to the par 4. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. This is an 11-foot putt. Yes, the speed. Spot on. It's a late birdie here at 17. And with it, he's going to move to within 3 of the lead. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, would you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Well, look out. That is way right. And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff. Well, that's really a good job right there to advance that ball down the fairway. That came out pretty clean, Frank.
Yeah, clean as a whistle, and now actually in great shape in this par 5.
Okay, birdie at the last. It is a birdie-birdie finish. And that will be a big improvement from round 1. It is a second round 66. Well done. Well, that wraps up another... EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Banff Springs in Alberta, Canada, live third-round coverage of the Alberta Open. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Navalo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. A former major champion, Keegan Bradley, is the leader. He's at an even 20 under. As for our featured golfer, their place is secured for the weekend, but it's going to take something special to get back into contention. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. Should be able to spin this if he wants. 96 yards left for his second. Oh, how about that for a little early round confidence? That is in for par here at the first. And he'll remain at 6 under par.
Frank, how about the par 3 second hole? The first of 5 par 3s the players have played today, Rich. This one's surrounded by bunkers, but certainly one of the shorter par 3s. So with a good tee shot here, you can imagine you could easily get a putt inside 10 to 15 feet for birdie.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Okay, no problem with that. Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. You just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee. Let it carry as far as possible.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5. Got every bit of that through all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. From 16 feet away now, this a chance at an eagle. Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for Eagle 3. Superb. Now to another par 3. This is the 4th hole, 192 yards, way down the hill.
It's going to play closer to 170 yards, Rich. You're going to have to reduce that distance by at least a couple of clubs. And consequently, if you hit one hanging up in the air, if you get a breeze that goes through that valley, it's going to start to sort of move that ball around. So just keep your eyes open there where that breeze is coming from.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. We turn to Notah Begay III for this look at birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and it'll stay at -9. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the third bunker, the one in the distance. That's a good line off the tee here.
As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain right where he is. Now at the 6th hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only 373 yards, and the short par 4, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave, at what sort of distance you want that second shot. All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit uphill, and basically it's what you want for your second shot.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. So the great tee shot left him here, now his second from relatively close range. That is really skillful there. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. You know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards, if you belt one off the tee, you might avoid the bad luck. This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
I'm loving this round of golf. More shots, more touch. Another great one there.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he'll move to 11 under par. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole?
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. And that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Oh, never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie. And he gets it to 12 under par. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favour the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
That one just going to sneak on by. easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here at the 9th. That'll finish off a 29 on this front side. 7 shots under par. Getting ready to start the back 9 here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
And that one needed to put on the brakes, but could not. And this will wind up over the green. Now a second to this par 3. This is a 13-footer. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And that's going to drop his score back to 12 under par. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So from right around the middle of the fairway, this is second. Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain at minus 12. Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Boat. Hole's certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Boat. Dog legs to the player's right. A couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you'd like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left.
Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 131 yards left to the flag. Pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realise if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. '13th hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
And that one wanders off to the right, so time to see if the wedge can save him. Second shot now, here at the par 3. And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. Okay, not a bad effort. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And he'll fall back down to 11 under. On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4, 442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
Two choices. Try and squeeze it down the right side, just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Now Nota his second from the fairway.
156 yards left to the hole. Coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here.
You can't go wrong with finding the middle of the green. That's well done. Surprised he's not taking driver out for this one. Is a long ways away, though it is for birdie. Oh, I can't tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Well, now the par fours begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help go a little further. It does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
That's going to be up the left-hand side. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow-through, and a good start to this hole. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
17-foot putt here. Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And he will definitely not say no to that. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Just 90 yards remaining here for his second into the par 4.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Chance now for another birdie.
And this certainly would be a bonus if it goes in. You just need to make sure you get it there and give yourself a chance. Never up, never in.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarcee, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
All right, in the fairway. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. This is a 16-footer. Nope. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of 2 things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low, came out like a bullet. That first bounce, it wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop, and just ran over the back.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Now this for another birdie. Oh, I thought that was going. So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par. That's going to be a third round score of 65. So for our featured golfers, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich. If anything better than that, maybe leader takes a stumble. You can't control that, but at least get out there tomorrow, shoot as low as you can.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports and the PGA Tour, so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Banff Springs Golf Course, we present live final round coverage of the Alberta Open. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Keegan Bradley is on top. He sits at 21 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer playing out the string, trying to finish this tournament on a high note. So he'll come at it from the left side of the fairway as he gets set now for his second shot. This is a 9-footer. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, how about the par 3 second hole?
The first of 5 par 3s the players will play today, Rich. This one's surrounded by bunkers, but certainly one of the shorter par 3s. So with a good tee shot here, you can imagine you could easily get a putt inside 10 to 15 feet for birdie.
This is looking really good. Okay, that one's dancing. Oh, yes, a brilliant roll there. It's birdie here at number 2. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 13 under for the tournament. So par 4 to open, then a par 3, and now Frank here at the third, a par 5 at 528 yards.
And you get to see everything very early on in the round. Dogleg left first hole, par 3 second, and now a long dogleg right, par 5. With a good tee shot, though, you can definitely reach this hole in 2.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 14 under for the tournament. Well, look at this hole, Frank. A par 3, 192 yards. It is beautiful.
It's called Devil's Cauldron, but with that lake, I think that should cool you down, not heat you up. Just keep an eye on that drop of elevation. For every 10 yards, you should reduce it by a club. So it's going to play some 50, 60 feet downhill.
Okay, safely aboard on the back part of the green, but a long way from this front hole location. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and there's 2 things to think about with this putt, that right to left break and also the slope. It is quite quick and will demand a soft touch.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain at 14 under. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Pin cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
So now this, right around 25 feet for birdie. Got it there, but not quite on target. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay right where he is. Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand on, whether it was out of the first cut or up or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sando. Yeah. Oh, I love that short game skill.
Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he moves to 15 under.
Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards, a par 5, although I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a drive and a 7 iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods, the longer hitters will definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot. This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
Well, he obviously had enough to get it to the green with just a little bit left of target, though.
Yeah, lie's not too bad, so if he can show a little bit of maestro work around the green, you never know, something special.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay at 15 under.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Let's bring in Notah Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this may go just a fraction to the right, but otherwise it's flat and it's makeable.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is.
Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front 9 here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s and 3 par 4s. This one not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one you have to be a little bit careful though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5s.
Set up in the fairway, 200 yards from here. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th, and he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par.
Frank, we begin this back 9 with a real test. It's a 218-yard par 3.
And it's very easy to get lulled into the shape of that lake there on the right side and try and hit a cut in here, but that cut's going to work against the natural shape of the hole. If anything, a nice high draw.
Boy, this is just way too much club for a front hole location. That was completely overcooked. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace.
So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
A very conservative approach shot. It's a safe side of the green, but as we can all attest, a long way from the hole.
Look at this putt. That is something special right there. From that far away to gauge that speed, that is so well done. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he's going to remain at minus 16.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. From the fairway Nota, this is second.
Left himself with 155. Would not surprise me a bit if he were to stick this one close.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Now, from long range, this for birdie. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. This is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225 yards, 13th. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to tick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first 2/3 of the green.
Oh dear, that looks thick in there. Now from an awkward lie, a second to the par 3. Well judged, that is in for par here at 13. And he'll remain right where he is.
Back here at the par 4, 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dogleg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. So, Iona, this is second from the fairway.
The number is 129, all the way to the flagstick. Pin on the right-hand side, so really looking for a fade in here if he can.
Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par. Oh, would you expect anything less with the way things are going? Everything is dropping right now, even balls from off the green.
Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. He split the middle of the street on this one. He's going to have a good look. Second shot. Oh, this could be good.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It's a good shot.
The putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15. And he's going to fight this out till the end. Now 2 back with 3 to go.
Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it. Good drive down the right side. And if you look up ahead, that flag is cut middle left. So this is a very good angle into this hole.
Frank, club selection so important on this second shot here at the 16th.
Yeah, any time that the elements don't work in your favour, and by that I mean here the false front, everything rolling back, then you've got to actually be more aggressive, and you're going to get the reward. So it's not like playing reckless golf. It's just the terrain dictates that you fly the ball every inch of the way. Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Chance now for another birdie. Oh, that is a really good putt. Got it to throw out the anchor right near the hole. That's well done. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead.
Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarcee, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. We'll have 17 feet on this putt. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll remain at 18 under. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs. 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things: the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball going to run off the fairway and into the bunker. Okay, that's back into the fairway. Certainly didn't get all of that one, but the end result is a positive. Now this for another birdie.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of break in this overall. Distance very important. It might be one of those putts. Hit it firm, you take the break out altogether.
Nope. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. And that means this will be a final round, 65. For our featured golfer, Frank, they gave it everything they had, but it's not quite enough. It'll be a runner-up finish.
Yeah, so close. If, buts, shoulds, coulds, we all know that. There's pain, don't get me wrong, but it was a good watch.
Till next.